Hi all, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Let's start rebooting work using UiPath. In today's session, we are going to discuss about get method in queue. So what are the several ways to get the transaction item from the queue? So you can use a get transaction item and get queue item. So I hope you watched about add queues. So we have discussed about several way to add the queue. I hope you have watched the playlist. Let me quickly jump back to the today's session and we can have the workflow on it. The studio already I have created a process, and then like sequence I have created a sequence. So let me search for queue and let me show the orchestrator as well. Okay, this is the orchestrator. In this orchestrator we have created a queue already on yesterday, so we can reuse that particular queues for today's session as well. So let me check for this. Right, this is the queue, right? Perfect. So I have just copied the queue name as well. Okay, so it has several new transaction as well as in progress transaction, correct? So what we are going to do now? So first of all, get. So what mean by get transaction item? So get transaction item is used to get only one transaction item. Okay. So like how had queue item. So you have to use inside the for list so that you can get the total transaction item. So until unless you are not using, you cannot get the entire transaction item. Okay. So get a transaction item is basically it will get the transaction item from the queue, okay, from the queue and mark the status from new to in progress. So this is the main feature of the get transaction item. Okay, so it will get the queue item from the queue to the studio and just mark the status as in progress, which means bot as working on it. Okay, so that is the main thing. So what you can do, so you can just paste the queue name over here. Okay, double quotes queue name. Okay, and then so you can create a variable control K. So let me create trans item. Okay, control K. So what actually it will do, so to help you to as I said before, I will help you to mark the new item to an in progress state. Okay, so let me, what we can do, we can make a right line. Okay, and then we have to find out which particular transaction item has been marked as in progress, right, from new to in progress. So that what we can do, we can use a small syntax, okay, kind of syntax. The variable which you have created, specific dot contents, will help you to understand which the particular data which you are working on it. So which specific content, so you can go here. Okay, just click on view details, just copy the name, just copy the name. Sorry, go here, wid dot toString. So what actually it will do, so this is small right line, so to identify which particular transaction item. So from this huge transaction, like all those transaction item, I guess 11 item as there. Okay, from this 11 item which has been moved to the new status. So like this will be the one. So I was saying like so which is first in and first out. So queue, how it works is first in first out method. Okay, so this value is, this is the one. Let me run this and confirm once. Let me save this and let me debug. So the new item will be marked as in progress now. Okay, let me check. I hope the flow has been executed now. So you can see transaction status. This is the transaction item which is moved from new to in progress. Okay, let me refresh. Okay, perfect. What I was saying, that is right. So you can click on the view details. So you can see it has moved to the in progress state, the same transaction which I have seen that, right? So few seconds ago. So now just now it has been moved from the new to in progress. So you'll be asking now. So hey Vignesh, so it will be not pick the get transaction item will not pick other status. Yeah. Yep. So it will pick only the transaction data which is in queue in a new status. Okay, it will pick only the new items. So it will not pick any item which is in different status. Okay, that is the thing which you have to understand over here. Okay, so it will pick the new item and it will mark the status as in progress. That is the main thing concept over here. So you can get this like this. So otherwise what you can do, so how, like Vignesh, I want to get all the transaction item so from the queue. So what I can do that, so for that you can go ahead and use the get queue item. So get queue item. So basically get queue item will be more helpful for you to understand how many items has been in the queue, and like in so many features it will be working over there. Okay, let me give the queue name. Okay, let me copy over there. Okay, copy it. This product there. I guess this is the queue name. Click on there. The paste it over there. Yep. So in get queue item, there is a several features. So when I say several feature, so you can see something in option queue item status. So it will ask which particular item need to be pulled from the queue to studio. Okay. So whether the transaction item only it has a new status, only it has an in progress status, only it's in failed status. So it is asking which particular transaction you need to pull from or like a queue to this studio part. Okay, so let me intentionally make it as in progress now. So what, why I was doing this, so as we know that only this particular item, and then so only two items is in progress state. Okay, so what I was going to do, I just going to pull that in progress item from the queue to studio now. Okay, so you can keep it as all status, so that each and every, so irrespect to the state, you can pull all those data over here. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just make a count as well. So as we know that, so only two items is there, right? So I was not created a variable, just go here. So control K, Q underscore item. So okay, perfect. So let paste it over here. So as I know, it has only two items, right? So I just need to confirm over here now. So it will be integer. So two string. So what I will do now, I'll just make a if. So I was making if. So I was just sorry, I was just going to print each and every values from the queue which is in progress into the studio. Okay, so I was doing those. Okay, so I'll just copy this condition and paste over here. No need to write once again. If so, what actually this expression means, what this expression means actually, uh, so it will get only the queue item so count which is in progress, which is 2. If it is greater than 2, so what I was going to do, I was just going to print the both two WID values over here. Okay, so since we are not going to get only one value, so previously we have seen only one value, right? In get transaction, using get transaction we have used only one value. As I said before, you maybe recall those things. So if you want to get a bulk of items, so you have to use for each. So which means you have to iterate, right? So for that you have to use for each only. So this queue item will have the bulk of values. So it has a bulk of values, so which is in like kind of a array of list. Okay, so kind of array of list. So it will store the each and every values. To iterate to each and every value, we have to use for each. So go here, drag for each. Okay, so just make it as queue item. So one more thing you have to do here. So in for each, you can see the type argument as object, right? So what you have to do, you have to make this as a queue item. So why a queue item? So you are going to read some value from the queue, right? So that's why you have to change the type as queue item. So I can see something is called as UiPath core dot queue item. So might be you will not find. Let me browse for types and let me do for you. Okay. So you have to type UiPath dot core dot queue item. Yeah, you can see here, right? So just select this, click on OK. Okay, so that's why I was changing the for each type argument into queue item. I have changed it. So let me read the values. So I was going to read the value. Okay, the same syntax which I used on the get transaction item, I was going to use here. Okay, so what are the main thing? So just open here dot specific content. open double quotes dot to string, so WID. So what I was going to get here now, so I was use the get queue items. So in get queue items, I was going to get only the in progress state, and then so I was just going to print the count over here. Okay, so once the count is greater than 0, I was going to for each the in progress item to the item, and I will be printing only those two values in the right line. Since I have two values, it is not we are not going to fetch only one values, we are going to iterate into the queue. So that I have used for each. Okay, just debug. I guess started running. Okay, perfect. So it is saying it has three items. These three items has status as in progress. So let me check for that. So this is one item, and this is one. This is one. So totally three items. So why, like initially we are seeing only two items, right? So why? Because this get transaction item we didn't commented off. Okay. So what it has done? So it has took this particular item from the new to in progress. That's why it changed from two to three. Okay. So don't wonder like what has happened like from two to three. Okay. So since we didn't comment off this one, so it has picked the one item from the queue and it has made the new item to in progress. Okay. That's it. So we have got only the item which is in progress. Okay, so you can keep on change the status. Okay, so if you want only the new item, so you can do that. Okay, it is very simple, right? So just going to change and you're going to, so let me comment off on this time. Okay, so how many values you have to get? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, I guess, right? Let me save and let me debug. So now we are going to get only the WID of only the item which is in new status. Okay. So like see how the get queue item is efficient. So it will help you to understand the count and it will help you to read the value from the queue itself. And like so these are the several features actually it has. So see, yeah, total 8 items and it has printed all the 8 items. So what I can do, one more thing. So if you want to make all this new item into in progress, okay, in a bulk. So as I said before, this get transaction item will keep only one item into the right, only one item into the in progress state, right? So what you can do here, just take this activity, okay, take this activity and use for here. Okay, so that you can, what it will do, you can iterate to each and every queue item, you can make it as in progress, right? So no need to use anything actually here. So you can easily iterate to each and everything and you can change the state from the new to in progress for like infinite time, so until unless it have the values. Okay, so likewise, so initially I have seen you in a single way. So how to get only one values and process, and using for with the help of for each, you can iterate to each and every each and every queue item from the queue, and you can make the status from the new to in progress. So I hope you got more things about how to get transaction item, how to work with the get queue items, so counts, those facts. I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Happy learning. Do subscribe, like, share.